George Zimmerman's acquittal is causing a lot of different reactions all across the country. But while many people are protesting, one man took a different approach. He wrote a poignant letter directed right at George Zimmerman himself. And those powerful words have now gone viral online. And the author is joining us for our must-see, must-share moment tonight. But first, I want to read you this letter. It says, Dear George Zimmerman, for the rest of your life, you're going to feel what it's like to be a black man in America. You will feel people stare at you, judging you for what you think are unfair reasons. You will lose out on getting jobs for something you feel is outside your control. You will believe yourself to be an upstanding citizen and wonder why people choose not to see that. People will cross the street when they see you coming. They will call you hurtful names. It will drive you so insane some days you'll want to scream at the top of your lungs. But you will have to wake up the next day, put on a firm look, and push through life. I bet you never thought that by shooting a black male, you'd end up inheriting all of his struggles. Enjoy your freedom. Sincerely, a black male who could have been Trayvon Martin. That letter gained steam after actor Lance Gross retweeted it, but the author is this man, Alex Fraser. And Alex joins me now from Los Angeles. Alex, so great to talk to you. And Alex, I want to get a sense of this. What were you trying to accomplish by putting that letter out there?
Well, you know, when I heard the verdict, it hit me, and I was just struck with a lot of emotions. I just didn't know exactly how to express what I was feeling, and the only way I could think to do it was just put it in words. So after a little while, I just was thinking about it, going through my head, like, what exactly is going to happen next, and, you know, what was going to happen for Trayvon Martin's family, who was going to be grieving, and for Zimmerman, whose life's going to change. And I started thinking about every detail of what his life is going to change into, and it just started to mirror what I felt African Americans go through in this country. So I just started typing one thing at a time, and it just started to show this connection and this parallel of what we go through.
So what's the reaction to the letter? What's the reaction to the letter?
Well, I've just been, with the positive portion of it, just people have been liking it on Facebook and sending it around on Instagram and Tumblr and everything else. And I just got to say thank you to everybody who is behind this. You know, thank you to Steve Harvey for reading it on his radio show, and Lance Gross for, you know, retweeting it, and Miss Lori and everybody out there in the social media network who's been just pushing for this to be seen. You know, I got seen websites that have it in France and other countries, so it's just really been crazy.
And you mentioned the positive aspect of it. That implies for me that there's been some negative reaction as well. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, the common reaction that's negative I've been getting is just stop bringing up race. Stop making it about race. Everyone has these race problems. Every race has problems with other races. And I just found it interesting that they were saying every race has problems with other races, so the solution is to stop talking about it. If anything, if there's that many problems amongst the races, then we need to talk about it. We need to keep writing letters and figuring out why we have these problems.
What do you think will change in the wake of the verdict?
I would hope that we would reevaluate, you know, what constitutes suspicious being an African-American male in your neighborhood. I mean, if someone you see is suspicious to you and you don't know what they're doing, how about you just ask them who they are and where they're from? Do they live in the neighborhood? I don't see the need to follow someone around seemingly waiting for them to do something wrong when you can just figure out exactly who they are by talking to them. You know, talk down the situation verbally before you let it escalate to something that needs to end with a gun.
Alex Fraser, well said. Alex, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, folks, if you want to see the letter for yourself, we've posted it on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/eveningexpress. And the death of another black man outraged